Okay, let's get going. Although, hang on, that's supposed to not be that loud. Yeah, there we go, that's better. Oh, damn it, I don't have Surf on my team. I guess this temporary change will deal with Surf. I have way too many items. Who's up front? Ah, Cuddles, okay. Perfect. Holland's Victory Road isn't too difficult. Not as easy as Johto's. I'd say in terms of finding your way around, it's probably on a similar level to Cantor's. A little easier than Sinnoh's Victory Road, which I would say is a little easier than Universe, which is around the same level as Carlos's, and then they did away with Victory Road. Oh, come on, really? Seriously? Dude, stop fucking flinching me! That's 4 in a row! It's a fucking 10% chance. Just to put it into perspective, a 10% chance 4 times in a row is a 1 in 10,000 chance. The hardest part of Hoen's victory odds is seen in the dark areas. I meant to use another. Oh well. There we go. Oh, that's a ledge. Damn it. Let there be light. There's so many unavoidable trainers in Hornlaw in the Victory Road. That did nothing to me. You know, it's quite nice that the Twin Leaf Town music is playing because we're gonna be there real soon. Like, as soon as we beat Steven, that's where we're going. Right. Huh. Paid ATM. It's a shame I can't just give it to a Pokemon in this game. Damn, most of the team can learn it. Might as well. That way, if anything happens to Cuddles, we still got a moneymaker. Okay, I can't just hand it to a Pokemon to save for another region. Oh, I don't switch, something can happen to Cuddles real soon. Yeah, like that. A Moonblast could have happened to Cuddles. Seriously? Alright, it's fine anyway. Not a great TM, but it is a TM. I'm glad I at least grabbed it and found out what it was. Is there even anything out this way? No. Let's put these up front. They're both heavy hitters. And they're both really bulky heavy hitters. They're just all around strong. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, a fighting type to deal with slacking, and a fairy type to deal with Giratina. That's perfect for us. Let's go for payday to get cash from finishing it off. Well, I was right, they're bulky heavy hitters. Now, the situation here, if we don't lose anyone, is that Ember can't come to Sinnoh. However, it can eventually come to Unova. So, what we do is we simply save it. It would mean that if we bring a full team from Sinnoh, we bring 7 Pokemon to Unova and have 8 including the starter. But it's just the way we gotta do it. It's quite a fun coincidence that whilst it's from a different region, we've got like Pokemon League music playing whilst we're about to reach the Pokemon League. I don't think he's going to be happy about this. But he's about to get swept by an Ariados. Because that's just what happens when your opponent has the Wombo combo. I bet I can one-shot this thing too. I go with Sucker Punch, because double the base power. Yeah, easy! When you one-shot a Rhyperior with physical moves that aren't even super effective, that just shows you how strong the combo is. I've expected it to be a Mega Pidgeot. Don't even need the Sucker Punch for this one. Shadow Sneak will take it out. Looks very kind of squishy. Pretty sure Victreebel has better bulk than Luxray. The Wombo combo is just too strong, and you know I'm gonna sweep Steven with it. I'm gonna save my PP. I'm not going to use Ariados throughout the Elite Four. Just for Steven. How many full heals do I have? I still have 20 full heals. Yeah, I'm just gonna... That'll do it. Time to take on the league. We're a high enough level because I grinded in between streams. You. This thing gets bullet seed to kill Swamperts with. And ice beam to kill Rayquaza with. But I get Shadow Force to kill Octillery with. Need to be careful about using too much PP though. I'm not using Ariados as a sticky webber. It's like, what's the point when it's a huge power? Like, that thing is a sweeper, not a sticky webber. Good to know we just wasted his full restores like that. We eat that. That was delicious. You know what, actually? Ice Fang might be my best thing for this. Like, Embor's weak to flying, for Alligator isn't. Plus we have Nethermail tie, so it's pretty much stab. Okay, like, I guess we staying in. I need to check what I've got in terms of elixirs and stuff. Hang on. If I by type. Okay, we have 3 elixirs. And that's it. But we do have a PP up. What would we want to use that on though? I guess we use it on Ice Fang. Cuddles can easily deal with this thing. We'll just aura sphere. Okay. Sure, where's your full restores? You know, now I'm gonna payday to make sure the next aura sphere kills. Or you're not gonna heal anyway. Thought she was gonna heal again. Crunch did basically nothing. Ooh. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, outspeed's good. I don't like that it stole my lefties, but I'm glad it outspeeds. Because that means Oridos isn't taking a psychic from this thing. Thought it'd outspeed because, well, Latias is really fast. And slacking isn't really. And you're dead. Well, I wasn't planning on using this strategy in the Elite Four themselves, but like, since since they kind of forced me into it. Since they kind of forced me into it a little bit, I'm gonna use this strategy. It's immune to Shadow Sneak, and my other priority move is Sucker Punch, which doesn't have a lot of PP, and I would rather save it. So, I'm just gonna switch into Cuddles and Aura Sphere the hell out of this thing. Okay, so, this is a bit of a predicament. Because nothing really wants to take hits from this thing. Hey, dude. Nothing really wants to take hits from this thing. And Cuddles is weak to Dragon. So 159 defense, 124 defense, 121. And what's terms of HP? Okay, so I think we switch into Zeke. Well, it looks like Zeke just had a fucking midnight snack because he ate that. I know this is gonna go for fighting move and I could have just switched, but I'm going to baton pass so that I get to keep my attack buff and the fighting move isn't gonna do shit to this. Oh, Scurry Face, even better. Who cares about speed falling when I have priority? That thing is so dead. Don't worry, dude, you haven't missed any deaths. Haven't had any deaths so far today. Once again, the wombo combo appears to be too much for someone to handle. And we're definitely going to sweep the champion with it. Like, once we get to Steven, it is wombo combo time. Okay, I say we switch. Don't you? Joke's on you, my attack stat isn't overly high. But that uses my special attack. Okay, we switch here. We're not leaving this in against a flying type, especially when I'm locked into a grass move. Okay, we switch. We switch real fast. I'm not bad, but this thing is terrifying. Oh no, it's dead. Simple slacking with sword stance is just insane. Why would I switch when I can baton pass and pass my +4 attack onto a bug poison type with huge power? Oh no, close combat. That's a base 120 power move and it did nothing. That's a base 40 power move and it one shot. I want my little bit of health back. Son of a bitch took it away anyway. Oh well, it's not like I'm short on healing items. We'll put that up front, and just to be safe, we'll use an elixir on you. Why not on you as well, and you? Damn. Yeah, that's a long time without seeing the friend. You know, I've still got a present to give to my bestie. Got it to her for just before Christmas, and haven't actually seen her since. I mean, like, we still message on stuff, and we still call and game together, but yeah. Okay, are we ready to sweep Steven with an Oriados? For a second there, I thought it was going to be a Mega Sceptile. Yeah, Sceptile's fast. Perfect. This kind of strategy is one of the few times that you want something to outspeed you. Because if it outspeeds and hits slacking, which has a lot of bulk, on the turn that I baton pass into my Oridos, which has significantly less bulk, means that Oridos doesn't really take any damage from it. Which is kind of the best case scenario here. Oh no, Speed Bruce, you're so fast. Shadow Sneak. You bitch. It's using Detect Speed Boost. Oh, that's... Protect and Speed Boost is an actual strat that people use. And he's using it. Wow. Oh well. Sceptile's dead. Time to sweep the rest of his team. Don't know what his Mega's gonna be. But even if it's something like a Rayquaza, then Spooter has it. This is a resisted move, but still... Oh, it doesn't even do half, actually. Yikes. Okay, this is a resisted move, but with double the base power. There we go. Three of the Pokemon he's used so far could have been Megas, but weren't. This couldn't, and Solrock couldn't. His final Pokemon is guaranteed to actually Mega Evolve, so he could have had 4 Megas on his team, but thankfully only had 1. Still would have destroyed him anyway. That's weak to Shadow Sneak. We just swept a champion with an Ariados. You can't make this shit up. I know, right? The Spiritor is insane. I don't think we're going to be able to get anything more powerful than this. Like, this combo is just disgusting. We're about to go to Sinnoh. Which, by the way, means it will return to the automatic party management on the layout for while we're in Sinnoh and Unova, and then hopefully I can get the automatic fixed for Kalos and Alola. We can speed this shit up. I did my best to not really use speed up whilst playing through Hoenn. And I want to reduce how much speed up I am using in general, but for this, for the credits, I'm going to use it. We just had Cuddles with us the entire time. And then, Spooder. These scenes showing Spooder fighting gym leaders and shit is just so funny. This battle wouldn't count. But let's just humor him, right? Let's just show him what we're made of. I don't like that thing's gonna use punishment. So in that unofficial battle, after beating Steven, our rivals saw our entire team. We are not doing the Delta episode. The only post-game stuff we're actually going to be doing is when we reach Alola, we're going to do the whole Team Rainbow Rocket stuff because I like that. It's a nice bit of like, hey, these are all the evil teams you've battled throughout your Genlocke. Just need to make sure it's saved. Yeah, it has. Okay. We don't actually need to go through this then. If it's already saved, we can just, I'm going to extract the Pokemon. But something gives me the feeling that since we're going from a Gen 6 game to a Gen 4 game, it's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. They might have to actually move the Pokemon over manually. Which is gonna actually suck. Yeah, man, I know what you mean. We're gonna have to fix PokeLink in a sec. Okay, I need to load the Lua script. No worries. You don't actually need controlling for it, just spamming the button really does that sometimes. One sec. I gotta do something. Now, since we're in Sinnoh, this is gonna cause some fun interactions. Yeah, you're right, not according to a bunch of old farts. But the thing is, they had this scientific definition of what a woman is. And scientists disagree with them on that, saying that's a very bad definition. It's so hard for bigots to understand that science is not on their side. Yeah, I know, right? It's like they're all saying basic biology, and it's like, first of all, I'm sorry, I'm science, and I didn't say that. But no, they say basic biology, and every time they do that, it just reminds me that they're so stupid to comprehend advanced biology. I don't know. Okay, moment of truth. Can I directly import the Pokemon? I cannot. Great. I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way.
This may take a while. Damn, I'm glad I've been using Slacking as a support Pokemon. I hadn't checked its IVs. They are dog shit. 2 HP, 5 attack, 3 defense, 12 special attack, 10 special defense, and 9 speed. The maximum IV in any stat is 31. Okay. We have now, we have now sorted Slacking. Now on to everything else. Fair enough. Hmm. So, for Alligator's ability, um, isn't in it isn't available in Gen 4 because it had Regenerator. So I thought, alright, I'll give it Sheer Force, its regular hidden ability, and then we'll give it Regenerator again when we can. Sheer Force isn't in Gen 4, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let ChatGPT give me an ability for it for until I can give it Regenerator again. Holy shit. So, I'll tell you exactly what happened here with ChatGPT. I said, give me a random ability for Alligator. It said Torrential Rage, which is a fake ability it came up with, and I said I need an actual Pokemon ability, not a new one. And then it went with Sheer Force because Alligator it normally gets it. And I said I need it to be a random ability that Alligator doesn't normally get. And it suggested Intimidate. So, it looks like until we can give it Regenerator again, it's got Intimidate. What? Why? I'm going to assume that that has worked. I don't want to be using speed up, but the emulator is kind of broken when it comes to speed up. I don't know why. It didn't used to be. But now it is, so I guess we've got speed up. and let's see what our starter is. Like, I doubt it's going to be more powerful than our wombo combo, but it's like, it deals with right. It's replacing Embor for now at least, because we couldn't bring Embor with us for obvious reasons. Mesprit, Eevee. Okay. Okay, so Pocket Link isn't working right now. Gonna have to start a new session. He's holding an item. Is that a scope lens or something? Or a zoom lens? I know it's not wide lens. The HP bar dropped because Regigigas is just insane. Zoom lens. Oh, that is disgusting. The wombo combo is even more broken than it ever was. Oh, I did not need that. Why is the game giving me this? I don't need that. If that ends up being our encounter, it's due, so we can't catch it anyway. I wonder what the return TM is gonna be randomized to. Hang on, am I spell that right? I need to check if it's single L or double L because... yeah, it's single L. Sometimes there are words that I forget how to spell, and it's specifically when there's double letters and when there isn't. What was the TM27? Psychic. Okay. Great TM to start off with. It's not one that I'm going to teach to Regigigas, but like since it's a physical attacker, especially with huge power, and especially with our slacking here and everything. That is a disgusting team. But we've got a couple encounters to check. We can actually get a Murkrow. We haven't caught one yet. Don't make me hit you, you will die. I'm just gonna name it Hail because of the whole Hail Giovanni thing in like in the Johto games. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother catching that. Ah yes, my Pokemon are healthy and overpowered. That would have been a cool encounter, but would I have ended up using it when I've currently got this team? It's not bad for XP though. Oh, we haven't had a Vaporeon, so I guess that's our evolution in Sinnoh. I know what you sick freaks are thinking. Damn, I could have given something the lucky egg. That would have been nice to bring with me to Sinnoh. Maybe we'll find one. Oh, this poor little demon. I'm actually gonna have to grind to get the rest of the team up to level. And so early on as well. I'm not used to having to grind now because I hardly had to at all in Holland. Also, terrible ability. Technician, good ability, but you're adamant, which is not great. But we'll take the Great Ball. You have a randomized smart here. You do? Okay. I'm not going to really be buying any of those, but thanks for the offer. We can get a couple encounters up here. And there's also a couple of fish encounters we can get. Yeah, I don't want this. That would have been cool, but yeah, I don't want the mischievous. It's not like it was a flood of me. Hang on. I've not had a tree car. Didn't even shake. I don't think that thing can deal with a Giratina. However, raising its defense really does help me make extra money off of it. Now let's play it safe. Let's not be stupid in our pursuit of cash. I'm checking that the ulti did actually go properly. Yeah, 20779. That is my ulti. That's my trainer code. You really don't start off with a lot of apps on the paw catch. I guess I'll just stick with the clock. Did we catch one of these in Johto? Yes, we did. Yeah, I believe I caught it in Tojo Falls. One more, and if it's not, then we'll get an encounter later when we're on our way to Canalive. You know, we can't catch this one. Yeah, we'll get an encounter on our way to Canalive first. That's just free money. That's also free money. I want to check something. Okay, Gen 4 learned set. Learns Thief at level 57. Which is a case of... it's not really worth it for that. Because that's the point where we'd be at the league. We did, didn't we? Did we have one of these in Kanto? Yes, we did. Great. It's alright, we can't get an encounter here yet either. I knew Sinnoh was going to be the hardest region to get encounters in, really. Because at the end of the day, we've already been, like, we've done Oras, which had access to Sinnoh Pokemon, access to Unova Pokemon, everything up until Kalos. So, like, Sinnoh, Unova, and Kalos don't really add new Pokemon, and Unova and Kalos obviously have more available than Sinnoh. We just need to get the team a few levels at the moment. Might as well keep using Payday just to get some cash while I knock things out for XP. It's not going to be a lot of cash, especially since Slacking doesn't have the amulet coin, but cash is cash. And we're going to need it. And what's this going to be? Oh, Shaman. Cool. I want to get everything to like level 9. This grinding should be over soon. I misclicked. Meant to go with payday, but it's fine. How much money do we have right now? 3 grand. Very nice for the early game. Oh, I see what's happening there. Yeah, because of an issue with when I was importing them, some routes have extra PP. I'm assuming that won't last. I guess we'll find out. If it does last, I'm gonna have to fix it. Which I will do before tomorrow's stream. Easiest way to check is right now Petal Dance has 14 PP, which it shouldn't. And what about when I heal up? Still at 14, so it's gonna be single uses until they run out. So it's just extra uses right now. But if they haven't run out by the end of today's stream, I will fix it by tomorrow. Hang on, we can get a quick claw here. That's derps. Isn't, but I'm not gonna bother catching it. I don't think that has huge power like mine. Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, it'll make it to... Yeah. Poison is gonna be a problem if we don't get some heals for it. Hang on, you know, I want to get this item. Oh, would you look at that? It's an antidote. Funny how things work out. Okay. I guess we could potentially use a firestone. I'm still gonna save that for another region. Well, that's intriguing. Oh. Oh! Ooh. Um... Yeah, I can whittle it down with payday. Please don't get an omnibus. Okay, it's out of ancient powers and it didn't get the boost. That's its only move? Well, shit. That would have been nice to catch. You know what I'm thinking? We never ended up using cross poison. And there's no fairy type in Gen 4. So we'd probably be best off teaching Rock Smasher that. Rourke has a level 14, doesn't he? Is it 2 12s and a 14? It is 2 12s and a 14. We can battle the trainers at least. I reckon we can get away with our swords down strat here. Yeah, especially if he leads with a bell sprout. Nothing's living a hit from this thing now. Don't care what he's got. You see, the thing is, huge power doubles your attack stat. And Regigigas has a base 160 attack. So this is basically 320. On top of that, it was +4 from that simple swords down Spaton pass. Let's see how many that. Crush grip. Wait, hang on. Ah, it's that one. Okay. Well, that didn't go their way. I don't have to go this way, but there's items to get, so I might as well. I should buy repels. That's more money. That's the second rare bone we found. Right, those rare bones, they're just free money. This is just free money. Oh no, Hunch Crawl. You know what we'll do as well? I got ChatGPT to give Ralligator an ability because the one it had isn't available in Gen 4. I should probably do the same for Meganium. It currently has Overgrow because it had Iron Barbs and that's not available. So... I'm going to actually get it to come up with one for Meganium and I'll change it between streams. It suggested a Roma Veil, but I don't think that's in Gen 4. I'm gonna check. If it isn't, I'm gonna get it to suggest another. Yeah, no, it isn't in Gen 4, so... It suggested thick fat. And that is actually really nice. So... yeah, I think we're gonna go with that. In fact, rather than doing it between streams, we'll sort that now. See, stuff like that. Selecting a random ability because the ability it had couldn't be in this game. That's the kind of thing ChatGPT is good for. That's the kind of thing to use AI for. Use it as a tool, not to do all the work for you. Now if I import it, gonna make sure I sorted it. Yep, think fat. And let's just make sure that the layout is still updating. Nope. Okay, I can easily fix that. Yay, randomized more. Sinnoh's good for this one. For this. Okay, we're not gonna take those, but, one sec. Yeah, so the combo is disgusting. And I am here for it. That's probably worth saving for another region. In the PC, I'm pretty sure I just have, like, Murkrow and Vaporeon. Okay, so here's the situation. I want to keep streaming. I want to keep going. However, I have things to do. And I'm also kind of ill. Like, if you haven't noticed during the stream, I've got a really bad cough at the moment. So, that is going to be the end. We made it through Victory Road, the Elite Foreign Champion. We made it to Sinnoh. We made it to Floroma Town. We've got an incredible team. Like, the combos are disgusting. So, I hope you all enjoyed and have a great rest of your day. And I'll catch you all again in the next one.